And we are live. Good morning,
Yay!
evening, everybody. I hope we're all having an awesome day. We are here having a little bit of a celebration. Stephen, do your celebration thing because I don't have that app in my phone.
I just had to turn off the speaker on the stupid ad came up uh,
Oh,
and it started and I didn't have the speaker on, I didn't have it on mute. Okay, see if I can get
Okay,
us something.
celebration thing.
There
There
we
we
go.
there
go.
you go. Yay.
Because I hit 1,000 subscribers recently. Okay, it was like a month and a half ago, but life was in the way, and it was, couldn't get around to getting to everybody. So I'm going to do a quick roundtable of all these awesome folks here. I'm going to start with Stephanie because she is first in the windows. This is my friend Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches. Stephanie, tell us about yourself.
Hi there. Thanks for having me, Russ. Great to be here, and congratulations on, well, now 1,100 subscribers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
in fact, it's
awesome. That's great.
1150.
So I'm Stephanie of Quilting with Stephanie Stitches, and Russ and I met quite a few years ago through sewing on YouTube. So I'm glad to now be his friend. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. Next is David. David is one of my BFFs. I've known him for, what is it, like 73, 74 years?
Mhm. Yeah, since 2006.
So, yeah, 74 years, if I do the math correct. I don't have Excel, so don't quote me on that. David, how long have you been quilting?
Since I was a wee little one, like 8, and I'm 49 now.
So, like 87 years. Okay.
Mhm.
That was easy math.
Yes.
Yes.
Math hard.
Next on the list is Fran. Fran is my sister. I've known her basically her entire life, which is, 18 years.
21.
Oh yeah, you can drink. I keep forgetting you can drink now. So Fran, do you quilt?
I do not, but I
Why?
crochet and craft.
Oh, okay, you do crochet.
Why don't I quilt? I have a sewing machine. Does that count?
It does.
I don't have room for a quilting scenario. I made a quilt square once in
2007?
I was gonna go with 2005.
Well, see, but now
No,
you have
no,
Russ's
because I was in the
workshop.
house.
later than that. It was way later than that.
I think it was 2007.
That would have put Halia at 4, so no. She was like 6.
Okay,
So
maybe
9,
2009.
8,
She
somewhere
came
around
down
there.
and visited me for a shindig. Fran lives up in Western Massachusetts and everything. So there's that. Next, folks, on our list is the person named Steven.
Hi, everybody. You all know me as the idiot quilter. I'm sure you know that for sure. And I use for sure in the same sentence.
For sure.
In the end, for sure. For
Hey.
sure. And yes, I am the idiot quilter. And I don't know, I haven't been quilting all that long. When did I start? 2017?
Yeah, 2017.
It was just before we went to the third trip to Australia.
No, it was
Was it?
it was just after the first trip.
Oh, was it? Yeah, so it must have been about 2017. So God, 7 years has gone by quite fast. Maybe someday I'll get it right.
So you
Well,
started quilting before it was pandemic cool.
that's right.
Yes.
I got in just under the wire on that one. But yep, and I am a retired high school English teacher, and we've determined that I'm the old man in the group at 35. So, yeah. And this is my husband, Walter. You all know him for his facial expressions
I'm the idiot's husband.
okay. Well, I'd rather be an idiot than a shithead. So there you go. Just
He's called
saying.
Mr. Dreamy by some people.
Yeah. And Walter does so.
Yeah, I do shirts.
He makes my shirts and everything. So Yep. And you have done some quilting.
Yeah, I have done a couple of quilts.
Yes,
I
you
still
have.
have to finish one.
Yeah, you got one that has to go on to the long arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep
Just because
encouraging
they're not finished doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Otherwise, we would all be like in serious trouble.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Yes, I do have a couple of UFOs waiting to get onto Lucy. So, yeah. But I really want to get the series going with Walter Does Lucy. Uh,
Oh, that would be a fun series for you so that you can show people how somebody who doesn't quite know what they're doing, but also does know what they're doing, does a long arm. Because I'm
yeah,
sure he kind of knows most of the stuff. He just doesn't know the proper steps all the time.
there'll be a lot of yelling and screaming. Most of it will be him at me when I try to
Oh,
suggest
sort of
something.
like when I'm driving.
Yeah, right. Walter's
Tables
favorite
will
expression. Get out. Yeah.
So let's see who we
You
have.
want me to stop and you can drive?
Anytime you want. We won't be going anywhere, but that's fine. Walter always he's I'm Miss Daisy. He's driving Miss Daisy. Yeah.
It's hysterical to
And it
see
was
them like
fun driving on the left-hand side in Australia.
Yeah, well, you didn't do bad. You didn't bump up the car, and I wasn't scraped off on the side of the road by as you got closer to the shoulder each time going, you're too close, you're too close, you're too close. Move over. Yeah, so that's us.
Awesome. So the handful of folks that we have in the chat, because I see we have quite a few. We have good evening, Cindy and Brenda, Jacqueline, Jeannie, Barb, Elsa. And I'm trying not to miss anybody. I apologize if I do. I'm just skimming.
Scrunchians is Sealy.
Let's see, there's Nancy, Diana, my neighbor Elaine, she's in here. Pace, Karen, Faith, yeah, there's a whole bunch of people. I see Charlotte. I've never had chat this busy. There's Mona and Designing J, and I know I missed a few people, and I apologize. I see Scrunchions, which you said is Sealy.
That's Sealy, yeah.
So thank you everybody for joining me in this little bit of a celebration. If you have, the alcohol and the dessert. Oh, I forgot to go buy cake.
Where's the cake?
You're supposed to have cake.
Okay, we're leaving. Goodbye.
Bye. Peace, everybody.
Steve even told me on Wednesday I need to go buy cake, but work has just been crazy. And we went to Top Golf yesterday afternoon, and I sweated in places that I shouldn't be sweating, which means, I sweated in in Top Golf. That's a place I should not be sweating. But I did get on the leaderboard. That was awesome. By the end of the night, I was 7th place in our event for that game. No idea what I was doing. It was horrible. It was fun. And, it was free. That's all that mattered.
I take it you don't have your own golf clubs then.
I can barely putt.
Oh, okay.
So what you're saying is when you come to see me in May next year, we're going to go compete in golf?
We can do that.
Mini golf?
We can do that. Is it going to be, do they have neon mini golf up there?
Oh, maybe.
It's usually in a mall.
Maybe.
We
There's
should find
pins that
We
might
should
be
find
have, I don't know.
that.
You act as if I would actually go into malls and stuff. You've seen our options. You've seen our options.
Okay, I was gonna say, I know I've seen the options. I know I've seen it in one of the malls that I took Mom to, but that doesn't help. It was probably the one that's over in Ludlow, which is no fun. But anyway, we will figure that out whenever we get closer to do mini golf and everything.
I haven't played mini golf in years.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be
it's
It'll
fun.
be
been a
nice
while
to have
for
a
me.
chance to win.
So everybody who is in the chat, just to let you know, you have to be active and chit-chatty in order to be entered into the drawings. There's going to be a couple drawings this evening. And, you know, it's going to be for some awesome prizes. And you have to be active because it's not going to be ticket-based, which is, you know, having this chat scroll by everything. The Nightbot will end up saying, you know, who has been active for the last handful of minutes and draw a winner. So that's what we are going to do. I see my friend Sean is in the chat now.
Hey,
Hi,
Sean.
Sean. I hope you're having an awesome day. And I see a bunch of other people. So, yeah, so Stephanie and Stephen have hit, you know, 1,000 for quite a while. Because, you know, Stephen
We're
hit
not amateurs.
1,000 earlier this year, and Stephanie hit 20,000 earlier this year.
We are not worthy. We are not worthy.
And I'm like,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I was like, 1,000. That's just amazing because I remember when I had 1 subscriber. That was me.
And then you had 2 subscribers because of me.
Yes, Fran was number 2, and a couple other friends were like 3 and 4. And it was like slow and slow and slow. And I spent all that slow time just getting practice in front of this camera, getting practice with the video editing software, because I didn't want to go and be all stuttery and not know what I'm doing and then end up getting, you know, 100 subscribers. That would be a bad thing. So I let it naturally grow. And then Sean ended up advertising me on one of his podcasts, and I got a handful of subscribers. And then Steven on Boxing Day did a little bit of an interview with me. So Boxing Day a year and a half ago, and posted that on his channel. And I got a bunch of subscribers from that. And it's just been like awesomeness all around. I remember the first time I got a comment from Stephanie, I was fangirling. I was like, oh my God, Stephanie knows who I am.
Well, Russ, so you've been on what for a year and a half now, or is it?
Yes, it's been, actually it'll be 2 years in August.
Okay, so you're over 1,100 subscribers now in that time. To get to 10,000, it took me 12 years. So I think you're doing pretty good on that one.
Well, how long did it take you to get your, no, I'm not even going to ask how, because it's like.
Yeah, but you started with crafting.
Yeah, I was a quilter when I first started. I was a paper crafter. So yeah, but yeah, so really 1,100 in that length of time is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm very impressed, and a lot of it has been me not really posting a lot on Facebook about it, although I need to start posting more that, you know, hey, I have a channel, because I got a bunch of friends that would probably subscribe to me if they got spammed enough in Facebook to subscribe.
That's
You want me to start sharing all of your content, every single one? One of two things will happen. You'll get subscribers or I'll lose friends. And either way, it's a win.
That kind of is true.
Russ, you need to have your sister on more. She's good.
Oh, she's awesome. I love her to pieces. Can you show what you're working on, Fran? Because I see the crochet hook going up and down. Are you able to give a sneak peek to anybody?
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, that
it's
is
a very
gorgeous.
bubbly baby blanket.
Oh, nice.
Super
and is that
soft,
purple?
yarn. It's a variegated, an ombre purple. So it starts out light, and then it goes dark.
Is it
and then it goes back
overuse of
to
ombre?
lighter.
I like it.
Well, we know you're we know you're Russ's sister then. The purple thing must run in the family.
Purple is my favorite color.
And it's Russ's
And we are literally the same person.
We pretty much are. When she came down to visit, like, I would be having a conversation with somebody, and then she would join in, and I would leave, and it would take them a few minutes to realize that they didn't start with her.
Because we eat each other sandwiches. I mean, we did face swap one time, and it was really scary that you couldn't actually tell whose face was whose in the swap. It's scary.
Well, let me see if I can quickly find that picture. I can find that picture. Do you want me to
You should
share
share it.
Everybody's loving your what you're making, Fran.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's really pretty. And somebody asked Fran if that's oh,
Look at Russ.
oh my goodness.
My God.
Is that not scary?
Yeah, really. Oh, I get it. You actually, okay. I thought, never mind. I was a little slow to catch on here.
Fran's face is on my body, and my body.
Yeah, I get it now. I was going to say, geez, Rush, you look like you're 10. But
well, she is a few years younger than me.
Not many.
Barbles and said twins.
Sherry wants to know if there's other siblings.
In the younger generation, no. But we do have 3 half siblings that are older.
Oh, okay.
We
Did they have
have
an accident?
huh?
Did they have an accident?
No, there wasn't accidental. Mom or dad had a previous wife and children with that previous wife.
No, I meant you said they were half. I thought, did
I
they
got
have a
it.
terrible
That
accident?
one went over his head. Yeah.
That one, like, zoom, airplane joke right over your head.
That's not often that happens either. Good
No, I
job.
know. I figured you'd get that right off the bat.
Oh, I got it.
Well, we know who the smarter one is, don't we, then, in the family?
Yes, it is Fran.
That's very true.
What
He
is your
has the
GPA?
brains, I have the common sense.
Fran,
Oh,
what's
okay.
your GPA?
It was a 4.0, and then
And now
I
she's
got
got an Asian F.
A on one or an A minus on one class, so it's no longer a 4.0. So
Gee,
it's what,
when you say
3.8
that,
something maybe?
when you say you got a 4.0, automatically I think here in Canada, go, oh, you failed miserably.
Mhm.
You only got 4%? Jeez.
A 4% in grade 7.
Because we don't use that terminology.
You don't.
No. Now,
No.
that's not completely true. I think there are some universities or maybe some high schools in parts of Canada that might use it, but where I am, that's not something you hear.
Where are you?
Ontario, outside of Toronto.
My husband's family is up in Nova Scotia on the Cape Breton Island.
Oh, they don't have schools there.
Oh, they do.
Oh,
They may not be.
they just
No.
pop right out of the womb and work in the field. Yeah.
schools have the horses in them.
Oh, yeah, they have the horse. They have the horses.
Most
So
of
in
his
the-
family lives right on the Cabot Trail in Marguerite.
Oh, yes, yeah. We've been to the Cabot Trail. We've been around
Many
that.
years ago.
It's
Many.
gorgeous, except
yeah, it is.
the one time we went the backwards way. So you
Oh.
were going up the mountain instead of down the mountain. And
Oh,
that
yeah,
was terrifying. I was the passenger, and I was like this the whole time. I had my camera out taking pictures so I could see it later.
And that's again where I would be screaming, "You're too close to the shoulder."
I wanted to scream it, but I knew that if I did, he'd go closer.
Her
Or Elsa
husband's evil
says-
that way.
Elsa said 35 years ago they used the GPA system at the University of Calgary, I guess.
Oh,
So, but I don't think we use it anywhere in Ontario.
I've never heard of it.
We've never, like, I know what it is, but it's not something that was in our system. So,
So how do you do grades then?
80 to 100's an A, 70
Oh.
to 79's a B, 60 to
really?
60.
That big of a range?
I'm going to
About
Canada.
10%.
Mhm.
Right.
I can
Yeah.
slack up and still be an A student.
Oh, not necessarily.
90s were.
I mean,
A.
getting an A wasn't easy, believe me, especially if you're in my class. I mean, after all, I had a reputation to hold up. English teachers are famous for not giving A's. So you have to
I
be as
got-
smart as me to get one.
I got an A+ in my English class, so
And I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. It'll sneak up on you. I'll be waiting. You know, I taught English. I'm going to put on my English
So,
teacher hat.
Fran, Faith wants
So-
you to give
so
us.
you taught Canadian English though, eh?
It's the King's English.
So hold on that thought, Stephanie,
Okay.
because I saw where you went, and I was going to
Okay.
go there in a second. But before we do that, I want to do a drawing for a cool little prize. The first prize is a fat quarter bundle.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh, pretty.
I believe the fabric line was Glimmer. I think that's what I found
Yes.
in here.
That's North Round.
Oh, yes.
So this is going to be a fat quarter bundle. And the first name that I am going to pull out is going to be Nightbot. Stephanie says I can just type in winner.
Exclamation winner. Mhm.
And hopefully Nightbot is going to pick that up. And the winner is Jeannie Hoffman.
Yay!
Oh,
Jeannie.
but Jeannie Hoffman does not subscribe to this channel, it says.
Oh, you're
Oh.
caught.
Oh, how do we
But
put
no,
this?
she has to, because I set this up that you could only be subscribers, so she may not be showing it off publicly.
Oh.
Bot doesn't know what it's talking about then.
So Jeannie, send me an email with your contact information, and I will ship this out to you on Monday, because I don't think I'll have time tomorrow. I just put my email address in the chat. Congratulations, Jeannie. It's going to be really exciting for you to get that. I am so excited. This is gorgeous fabrics. And then back to what the topic was. Stephanie, can you repeat what Faith said?
Sure. Faith, let me go back and find it now. Faith wants to know, Fran, if you can give us dish on Russ when he was younger.
Remember, Fran, I still have your quilt.
Remember, Russ,
Fran-
I still have your blanket.
Fran, we'll make you another one, so don't worry about it.
Yeah,
And I
so
do
make it juicy.
3 other quilters who could help me out.
There's 4 other quilters in the room.
Yeah.
No, 3 other. Never mind. I can't count.
3.5.
3.5. I'll give you that.
He was a nerd. He still
He
is.
was.
He still is a nerd. But we grew up in like the middle of nowhere, down south,
Across the street from cows.
in the woods. We had cows that lived in the woods across the street from us. Like, we were literally in the middle of nowhere. It was essentially what country songs would call redneck country.
We had a bar 2 houses up.
It's now a church.
It's now a church.
Oh.
It started out as an arcade.
It did. It pretty much had everything we needed. 2 doors this way was a tackle shop, bait shop, gas station, convenience store, restaurant, all in one. And then on this side was the arcade that then turned into a bar, and now a church. But yeah, he was definitely a nerd. He thought that he was really cool and rad. Did he ever show you his chorus
Which?
concert?
In one of the videos of just over a year ago, so back when I was still a small channel, I managed to find a little video clip of us in chorus. I think it was 9th grade, and it had been Christmas time because we were singing the Hallelujah chorus.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, this is like 1993, 92, 91, something like that. So obviously you had hair to the sky from the women, and I looked like a nerd. Well,
And he had a mullet.
I mean, I've got pictures we can show of the moment.
That is true. I remember them. I remember you showing me those for us.
I think his favorite outfit as a child, though, was a pair of banana yellow sweatpants.
I
He
never
wore
had
them all
fashion
the
day.
time.
So not much has changed.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm never going to get those visuals out of my head.
He's gained weight. That's about it.
And got rid of the
Isn't
mullet.
that just
And
isn't
got
that
rid of
old
the
age
mullet.
though?
Yeah, that's part of aging.
Yeah. Yeah.
Haven't we all?
After you get to a certain age, metabolism doesn't work anymore.
Oh, I know.
You just look at a piece of cake and you put on 5 pounds.
Oh, they had
I stopped
awesome
watching
lemon
the Food
bars at
Network for
Topgolf
that
yesterday.
reason itself.
So Russ was a nerd.
He
Did he know,
was.
did he ever talk about what he wanted to be when he grew up? I know he's still
So
waiting.
he came home from kindergarten one day and set up a computer. I think it was set up as far as he knew, like right away.
No, the story about that was it was kindergarten. We had a VIC-20, Commodore VIC-20, and I'm guessing it died or Dad upgraded or decided just to randomly upgrade. And he got the Commodore 64. And that was back when you had to connect your computer to a television, and it wasn't working. He couldn't get it figured out, so he's like, I'll figure it out later. Came home from kindergarten, and I was being rambunctious as a kindergartner, as we all are in kindergarten, and Mom said, go try to figure out the computer. And
I think she was kidding.
I think she was kidding too, but I went after it, and she realized that I was quiet for way too long, and she saw that I had gotten it connected and plugged in and everything and working. And I was just typing out of this book that came with it, not knowing what was going on, because I can't read really at kindergarten. And by the time that Dad got home, I finished typing in it was probably a 10-line program that had a bird flying from the top left corner to the bottom right corner. And at that point, Dad was like, okay, it's yours.
So you never
nerd. And I still need to call him to figure out how to set anything basic up.
Did you
Yeah,
turn it off, turn it back on?
I'm tech support. Like I visited David in Phoenix, and his brother calls me tech support. David's favorite conversation, what did we do in Fry's?
The thingamajigger, the doohickey, and the whatchamacallit.
He
I like
wanted
whatchamacallits. They're my favorite candy bar.
he wanted
Well,
some upgrades to his network setup, and we were in the middle of Fry's, and I'm asking him questions. He's answering with thingamabob, and it's just we're going back and forth, and we started to get people circling around us. They thought we were about to fight.
So we're talking about Fry's Electronics, not
Yes.
Fry's the grocery store.
Yes.
Fry's Electronics. I understand you. I did say Phoenix, so you could have thought that I was talking about the grocery store.
No, I knew about Fry's Electronics too. So
Okay, we didn't know there was a Fry's Electronics.
We were thinking McDonald's.
We were thinking McDonald's fries, yeah.
To be fair, I
Free
was
Friday
thinking food too.
Yeah. Now I want McDonald's fries.
If you have the app, they have Free Friday.
What they have? Free Friday.
Free Friday. Every Friday with, I think it's a $1 purchase, you can get a free fry with your app.
oh.
McDonald's doesn't have anything for $1 anymore.
Well, you have to spend at least $1. I didn't say you had to spend exactly $1.
Not here.
That wouldn't be hard to spend more than $1. That's for
Mind
sure.
you, I haven't been on the McDonald's app in a thousand.
No, it's right. I get all upset when I get to one of their kiosk things. There's too many choices and people are standing behind you and I start to panic. No. And, oh, wow. $300 worth of stuff. That's nice. How did I get that?
That's why I usually try to
McDonald's
order before
I don't never
I leave the house.
Well, we went to McDonald's in Australia.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
We
you?
had the roof fries. Yeah.
Do they have like Vegemite fries?
No,
No, they don't.
they have
Thank
pretty
God.
much the same stuff as we have here,
Yeah.
except their burgers do taste a little different.
Yeah, they're kangaroo. No.
I mean, they're so fluffy.
Yep, there's a lovely. So, what other things can you tell us about Russ that, spill the beans? Tell us stuff that we can use in the future.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe something really stupid that he did.
Okay, that's my entire life.
Can I tell the dum dum story?
Oh, the Dum Dum story. Yes. Tell the Dum Dum story.
Yes.
Yeah, you open that one.
I gotta set this down for that.
Oh.
So one year at Halloween, we went out trick-or-treating as kids do. And as the youngest child, I just went rampage and ate all of my stuff all at once, because what happens as the youngest child, if I'm out, I still get more. And he, as the oldest, more responsible, rational child, rationed all of his candy and savored it. And so I'm all out of candy, and he still has his little bucket that he's carrying around with him. And I want candy. And I said, Russell, can I have candy? And he says, no. I said, come on, can I have candy? No. I'm like, come on. And he's like, no. And he takes his candy and he takes it into the bathroom with him, and he shuts the door and he does his business. And I'm banging on the bathroom door, just a lollipop, just a lollipop. Come on, just a lollipop. He does his business. He opens up the door, all done and everything. And he's like, fine. He flushes the toilet, reaches down, grabs a Dum Dum out of the bucket. It hits the flusher and lands right in the toilet. He reaches in and he grabs the Dum Dum and he pulls it out. While it's spinning, he pulls it out and he goes to hand it to me.
It was freshly flushed.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want that one.
I was going to say, did you unwrap it and lick it anyways? But
Like, I don't want that one. And I was like, you better wash your hands.
So, yeah, we have a Dum Dum history, and we will send each other Dum Dums every now and then.
One time
See, and-
and I think it was for Christmas, he actually sent me a toddler potty seat full of Dum Dums.
Oh my gosh.
See, and on the Dum Dum side, Fran loves glitter. And so whenever we do Christmas gifts, we always send Fran glitter.
I don't know why he thinks that Fran loves glitter, but that's okay.
Fran loves glitter, especially when I send it to her.
when you open it up, does it go everywhere?
Okay, so there was this one time I sent Fran something. I don't remember what I sent, but when I got to the post office, they said, do you need delivery confirmation? I said, oh, no, I will know the moment that it gets delivered. A couple days later, I had completely forgotten about everything, and I'm at work, and I get a call from Fran, and she goes, "You jerk!" I'm like, "Huh?" She's like, "It's everywhere." And it's like, "Oh, you got your package." It was full of confetti, not glitter. I'm not completely heartless, but
You should get one of those glitter bombs, that they put in the package and you open it, it blows up everywhere.
I've seen those.
again, I will not send glitter specifically unless I absolutely have to get revenge.
Well, see, now, how many bottles of glitter did I send you that one year, Fran? I forget.
It was like 4 or 5, and it actually came in handy because I did use it.
I remember when it was very popular for people to get those little, they were like sequins, but they would say like happy birthday on them or happy anniversary, and they'd sprinkle them on their table, right? Dinner table if you're having like sort of people over for dinner. And I hated those bloody things. And I forget who it was that brought the bunch of them over, and I was still sucking them up a year later in the vacuum cleaner. I hate that stuff.
I ended up having something with glitter given to me at work, and I had to bring it home. I'm still finding glitter in my trunk.
Oh yeah.
Like 6 years later.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That stuff is just dangerous.
Yeah.
Although when we were moving out of our old building, I was emptying out my desk and I found a giant container of glitter because I was threatening one of my coworkers with glitter. And I actually brought the glitter in. I was like, look, I have this. I'm not afraid to use it.
There are some people, this is an actual phobia, that have a phobia about glitter. If you just show them a bottle, they'll curl up in a ball and start to whimper.
Well, David
Wow.
dated somebody who had a phobia of cotton balls.
I was just gonna say my niece has a phobia of cotton balls.
Oh.
We know somebody who's afraid of condiments,
Mustard.
mustard and
I hate
ketchup.
ketchup.
Oh, ketchup is gross.
It's not that he hates it. It's not a flavor thing. He has this fear. If you want to see him jump out the ceiling, take a bottle of mustard and just put it down in front of him, and he'll stick to the ceiling. I don't know. It's kind of like a cat with a cucumber. I don't know.
I have seen ketchup bottles explode because they did things at Waffle House that they weren't supposed to.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you make a ketchup
I
bottle?
really appreciate the new unrefillable containers that have become popular in restaurants.
Oh. So what? They put something in them that would make them like
They
fizzy
used to
pop or something?
No, because you would have like two bottles that were half empty in the tables. Instead of leaving them half empty at shift change, they would marry the bottles. So dump one bottle into the other. And anybody who's had a little bit of science knows that causes, things to start growing in there potentially. Air
Yeah.
gets trapped. And I have seen at least twice they open up the bottle and it just shoots out all over to the window. Luckily,
wow.
nobody got caught with ketchup all over them. But at the end of my shift change, I refused to marry bottles because I'm like, this is against health code. And my manager didn't care. And I was like, it's against health code. I'm not marrying bottles.
Look like there is a murder.
But that's part of the Waffle House experience, though.
It is. But
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we never got.
The Waffle House and it's
when they
clean.
made
You
purple
back out
ketchup.
immediately.
So maybe it was a good thing that day when we were down in Georgia, we didn't get into the Waffle House.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
because
no, everybody
they
has to
changed a lot of their
experience it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to get
That
you
was
in a
just
Waffle House, Steven.
horrible Waffle House.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the Waffle House was horrible or whether it's the clientele just not wanting to get in, get their food, and get out. Because that's the Waffle House way. Get in, get your food, get out.
See, the one by you has really good service.
Yes.
But although I think what's her name is gone though.
Oh Lordy, I forgot her name.
The Bacon Queen.
Yes.
Bacon.
Bacon Queen.
Oh, she makes the best bacon.
Oh.
And like for the longest time, we're like, is she working? Is she? And it was always exciting when she was working. But the last few times that we've been there, she wasn't working. So
No more Bacon Queen. Oh, all I can think of is an old T-shirt from the 70s or the 80s with the two pigs making bacon.
Russ probably has that shirt.
Probably, yeah.
No, but I do have a T-shirt that has the parts of the pig labeled.
Okay.
Bacon, not bacon, not bacon, still not bacon.
So Nancy said she's never going to use ketchup at a restaurant again.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to not. Just make sure you go at the restaurant, get the one, or make sure it's not a bottle that can be refilled. And now most restaurants, they get the bottles that aren't refillable, and you're safe if you like ketchup. I still don't like ketchup. It's way too sweet.
Well, they're talking too about when they had forgotten about this back, quite a few years ago. They came out with purple and green ketchup.
Mhm.
Oh, I remember that.
We bought a bottle of it. I couldn't eat it. It tasted exactly like ketchup, but it was the color. Like you're looking at it, and I couldn't eat it.
Yeah.
I think we ended up throwing it out. But yeah, it was gross.
I couldn't imagine trying to eat a weird colored although there was a channel on YouTube, Barry Lewis, he made clear ketchup.
That's weird.
Well, actually, ketchup is clear. If you make it yourself, I used to know a guy I went to teacher's college with. He was a Mennonite, And I remember going to his parents' house, and his mother served dinner, and she put a bottle of this clear liquid on it. And I said, "Oh, what's that?" And he says, "Ketchup." And I went, "No, it's not." He says, "Yeah." He says, "My mother makes it from fresh tomatoes," but he says that's the color it comes out. And it tasted like ketchup. Not quite like, the ones we're used to, because it didn't have as much sugar and that in it and
Yeah.
everything. And it was a little thinner in its consistency, but it was ketchup. But even that threw me off.
Well, see, but in your generation, everything was in a gelatin back then too. It was
Oh,
in a gelatin mold.
you went to somebody's place for dinner, you brought a jellied salad,
Exactly.
green jello with shredded carrots, and for a real treat, maybe some peas and corn too. Just not
Mhm.
right.
I
Just
have threatened
not
jelly
right at all.
things for our
Oh.
neighborhood events. I've threatened them, but most of them are outside and it gets too hot. They
Oh,
melt.
oh God. It was always a staple around like Thanksgiving, Christmas dinner, Easter. You always had the jelly salad. Never knew,
Yeah.
is this first course or is this dessert?
Speaking of gelatin, my coworker and I would play pranks on each other. But before I came on board and started playing the pranks, she would play pranks with a different coworker who left shortly before I got there. He went ahead one day and took her stapler and jello molded it.
Oh.
Oh,
I've seen that on YouTube and stuff.
Nice.
that would be funny. That would be funny. I
So
wouldn't
we're
mind.
This
gonna
is why I miss working in an office sometimes.
And because we don't have our own space right now anymore, I can't go up to somebody and start jelloing their mouse pad or anything because nobody has any stuff at work.
Mhm. Somebody mentioned tomato aspic. Oh, I hated that. My grandmother used to make that. I still to this day don't know what it is, but it's jellied.
It's jellied tomato juice.
It's just
Ew.
gross. It's
Ooh.
completely gross.
Jellied tomato sauce.
Yeah, but it's not
No,
just tomato.
tomato juice. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, it's got pepper and stuff.
there's other
in it.
crap in it. I don't know. It was like
That just doesn't sound
it wasn't appetizing at all. It was gross.
pleasant.
And speaking of jelly, Russ, here's the big 16-inch one.
16-inch.
What?
What?
Press.
Oh,
Yeah.
how do we go from
Press.
jelly to 16-inch press?
Well, because it's red
Oh,
and it's jelly.
What's a
You know.
press? What do you press with?
to press your seams down. So this one's big enough.
Oh.
I've got different sizes that I made, and so
Yeah.
you
Like
can.
a
I've
clapper.
got 6 inches, and yeah. See, I've got. So here's a wee little one. So that way you
Okay.
can depends on your seam size, and so
So kind of like a clapper, but a square.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
And then I've made clappers too, and so I've got
Ooh.
different sizes of everything. But yeah, sorry, segue there for quilters.
That's okay.
Mhm.
So I think we're going to jump over to the second giveaway of the evening.
Woo, woo.
Spoiler, it's another fat quarter bundle. It's the same line but different fabrics. There were so many fabrics in there that I split the bundle in two.
Ooh.
So
I don't know what you're talking about.
there may have been one of those infamous red stickers on that at one point, if you know what I'm
Oh,
Actually,
gotcha.
So I am going to draw another winner. And let's see what Nightpot decides to say who is going to win. Good luck, everybody. And the winner is Charlotte DeRoche. Congratulations,
Oh.
Charlotte. Send me an email when you get a chance. I'm putting my email in the chat and with your contact information, and I will send that out to you. Congratulations. I'm assuming Charlotte is still here. Yo, yeah, she is because she just said something.
Yeah. Yep.
Congratulations, Charlotte.
Fix.
So while we are talking about food, Fran, can you tell everybody the secret to your peanut butter cookies? Or is that still going to stay a secret with you?
Peanut butter?
I'm not sure what kind of a secret it is. It's literally 3 ingredients.
She makes the best peanut butter cookies.
Oh.
And they're the best because they're flourless.
Oh.
We've made those before.
What?
Flourless peanut butter.
Yeah, we've made the flourless ones before too.
Are they no bake or?
Oh no, you bake them. It's 350 for about 10 minutes. It's 1 egg, a cup of peanut butter, and a cup of sugar. That's it. Mix it up, roll it in balls, plop it on, you're good to go.
And the cheaper the peanut butter, the better.
Yes.
Like if you can get that government peanut butter, that makes the best.
The governor.
Creamy peanut butter.
Creamy, very creamy. So why is the cheap peanut butter the better? Does it hold its shape better because it's not so
I
soft?
think it's
flour in
because
it.
Oh,
it's probably less oil.
oh,
Or maybe
okay.
it's more oil.
Or more
don't know.
oil, less
I
sugar.
think there's more oil in government.
You're already putting sugar with it, and it may just be less sugar with the peanut butter. Who knows? But every time that I would go up there, one of the things is I'm like, Fran, you making me some peanut butter cookie? And we have another friend who brings a chocolate peanut butter pie. She's so sweet.
That's so good.
Yes, so
Chocolate
good.
But do you make them your bacon pie or your bacon cake while you're up there?
Yes.
I brought it to the retreat, so
he
Steve
did.
and Stephanie have had it.
Yeah.
I made it for Chechi Linda's event. Because everybody was like, this tastes so
The
good.
peanut butter bacon bars.
No, I know I made the peanut butter bacon bars. I didn't make the pineapple bacon pound cake.
No, you did not.
Bring the rum cake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Walter said he should bring his rum cake. Oh, it's good.
Just
But
make sure you stop at my house before you go to his.
Yeah. I mean, it's the
See-
kind of cake where you're supposed to eat it with a fork, but we recommend a spoon, possibly a straw. Yeah, with that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You made that
It
in a long
was
time.
it was a hit at work.
Yes, it was because they were all drunk by.
See, that goes along with my jar of fruit that I have. Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you have
It's
a jar
great
of
on
fruit
ice cream.
thing? Oh,
Yes.
is it? Yeah, I've had something like that before where you know, what is it? You put the vodka in it or marinate it and let it
Rum.
rum, whatever's in it. Yeah.
You can use rum, you can use vodka, or just natural sugar and let the fruit ferment.
Let it ferment. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have had that. Yes, that's very
we
tasty.
had one of those growing up when mom was all into that, and we were constantly, making the cakes out of it, creating more starter.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was
You forgot about that nightmare, didn't you?
It was great growing
that
up.
god awful fruitcake.
Yeah.
If we were bad or anything, Grandma would just give us a cherry out of the thing, and then we were zonked out growing up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like my brother. I think he was 3 or 4 years old, and we were at some restaurant with some relatives of my parents, and one of them loved martinis. And my brother, I don't know, she just slipped him the olive, and he ate the olive, passed right out in the high chair after that.
See, and growing up, great grandma always kept Jack Daniels, and she called that cough medicine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, what Seagram 7 is what Grandpa called cough medicine.
Oh yeah, Seagram 7.
He kept that under his chair.
Well, you never know when you're going to need it in a case of a coughing emergency.
I know.
Well, now we're talking about fruitcake up here.
Yeah, I see
Who's us?
fruit cake. I see gumdrop cake.
Oh, the
I've
one
seen
they
that
made
before.
in can. They made there was a real. I remember my mother make it in the 70s, and you cleaned out a tin can or something, and you put all the stuff in the tin can and baked it in the can, and then you kind of, I guess you grease the can, and it would come out this round thing, and you cut it in slices.
That is so wrong in so many ways.
It was, but it was the 70s. We thought it was cool.
Well, this is true. It goes along with the gelatin of everything.
That's right.
Is that anything like that brown bread in a can that you can get in like the bean section?
Oh, spotted dick.
No, it's like
David,
Where? I
I said
didn't
in
see
the green section, not in your...
is that
Actually, I know what you're talking about, but I didn't know they had it in the bean section.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
had some of that once many
baked
years ago.
beans.
Yeah.
And it was like, you get all the baked beans in this one section, and there's that can of brown bread.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Might have to
You're
look.
Maybe it's
Take
a
picture and send it
Northeast
to
thing.
us.
It might be.
You want me to mail you some?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
See, the only thing that I know that's in a can like that with bread is spotted dick, but that's from England.
Yeah, that's England. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Fran,
I'll send you
send us
some
a
too,
picture.
David.
Yeah.
That's what you're all getting for Christmas this year. Canned
Okay.
bread.
Oh, and bread.
I'll bring it to the retreat.
Lots
There
of
you
people
go.
though here know what
Oh,
it is. They like
That's
it.
a good idea, Russ. You should bring a can so we can see what it is.
Yeah.
Well, if Fran sends it to me, I'll bring it to the retreat.
Yeah.
When is this one again? Is this the end of the year one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will I have
Okay,
time to
so
send
long.
it to you for Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah. If you send it to me for Christmas, because it's after Christmas is the retreat.
Okay.
So that'll be good time.
In glitter.
No. We do not bring glitter near the quilting supplies.
Oh,
Stephanie will kill me and ban me from all future retreats.
oh, I
According
think
to
there'd be a lot
Colleen-
more than Stephanie.
Yeah. Yeah.
According
I don't
to
even
Col-
like. I don't like.
the
Sorry,
bread,
Stephen.
according to Colleen, and she's our resident historian, the bread in a can comes from World War II rations, she says.
It's
Oh.
that old?
yeah.
They couldn't get
Oh, it's
away
in a
from
can,
it?
it'll last
Get rid of
forever.
it by then?
What does
Yeah.
it actually taste like, Fran?
I don't know. I was too afraid to try it.
Oh,
Oh.
You guys
So
can let
we're
me
gonna be
know.
the guinea pigs?
You can let me
we
know
have
how
the
it
can
goes.
challenge. Now we're gonna have the bread in the can challenge.
Yeah.
So does it come
watch
with
guy
spam and
in,
Twinkies too?
On YouTube, weird stuff. comes-
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy that we watch on YouTube called Atomic Shrimp, and he's in England, and he has segments on his he calls Weird Stuff in a Can. And he tries on his YouTube channel, and there's some really weird things in a can, believe me, that the English can get their hands on.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I don't want to imagine because I've seen some of the stuff they eat.
You
Hey,
don't
I
go
had
to
to- I-
England for the food.
Beans
believe
and
me.
toast.
Beans and toast is good. I
I
tried
like
haggis while I was over there, and
Oh.
then what else have I tried while I was over there? Quite a bit actually. Blood pudding.
Oh God, no. Ugh.
Yeah, it was one of those ones you had to try just to say you tried.
No, I don't have to
Nice.
do that. No.
I was younger
I
back then.
had
Yeah.
I had a don't yuck my yum party one day, and everybody had to bring their favorite food that everybody is usually like, ew. Like, one of my favorites is a peanut butter and green olive sandwich.
That'd be okay.
It makes
And
it
everyone's
savory.
like,
I like peanut butter and cheese whiz sandwiches.
Oh yes.
So that's because Canada Cheese Whiz is better than American Cheese Whiz.
Everything
As a
can-
fact.
and apparently Canadian craft dinner is better than American mac and cheese.
Yes, we tested that theory and we found that was true. Yep, at the retreat in Georgia.
I
Yep.
feel like Canadian food in general is better than American because they have more regulations on what they're allowed to put in their food.
Like you can't put in small children.
Right.
That really disappoints me.
But-
You know,
My coworker friend came and she brought her husband and her husband's father's favorite snack,
which is
a saltine with peanut butter and a sardine.
Ooh,
Ooh.
peanut butter on the saltine, okay, but
That sounds
not the
interesting.
sardine.
Oh, it
Oh,
was
okay.
terrible.
Oh, it would be.
We all had to try it.
He
That
might
was
eat
the
it.
rule.
No, not
Oh.
period. Sorry,
It
I
was
eat
awful.
sardines separate, but
Ugh, sardines just no, ick.
do you want me to get another?
It was
Yeah.
awful.
Now
Are you
I'm just hearing like the reactions when I was at work and I brought my peanut butter bacon pound cake the first time. And everyone's like, bacon cake? And I'm like, it's good, trust me. And they would
Actually-
eat it, and they're like, oh, that's good.
Bacon and peanut butter is a good combination. I will.
Oh,
I
it
will
is.
Right.
put it
And
together. I like
throwing
that.
bananas. Just ask Elvis.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love peanut butter and bananas. Actually, peanut butter, bananas, bacon, and cheese was all in one. Now that would be the breakfast of champions.
Oh, that
Yeah.
does sound really good. I'd
Actually,
try that.
I might be making one of those tomorrow. Let's Walter, get out the pig. Let's start the bacon. Our bacon, though, is different from your bacon.
I know
from
yours is
American
ham.
No,
Our bacon is better.
No, our bacon's better. Our bacon is
We're
smoked
not-
or maple syrup cured.
Yeah, no, our bacon looks like your bacon.
Yeah.
But then we also have something called what you guys call Canadian bacon, which we call female bacon.
Female bacon.
Mhm.
That's
And
ham.
that's more like the ham
Yeah.
sort of thing.
But if you go to Australia or England, their bacon is different because
Yeah.
it's a
Right.
combination of regular bacon and Canadian bacon altogether.
It's quite good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Australia's the same way.
Yeah. But yeah. So, but yeah, well, our food in general, I think, yeah, Americans love their salt, don't they?
Mhm.
Holy
do.
crap, when you took us to Zaxby's, I'd never had so much salt in my life.
That
was
was an
a
extremely
lot.
salty Zaxby's.
Yeah.
I mean, you know that.
What did you feed them, Russ?
No. So we were trying to. That was the day we tried to go to Waffle House, and
Yes.
Waffle House. It was an hour plus wait, and nobody was leaving, and so it was just getting longer and longer, and we were starving. So we're like, okay, let's find someplace else to go, and we're like, how about Zaxby's? And we went into Zaxby's, and oh, the poor folks in front of us had no idea what they were ordering. That was already an adventure.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, plus they were not English speakers, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
they had
But
a couple obstacles.
The food was exceptionally salty for I mean, Zaxby's is already salty, but this is like salty intensified.
I
And
think
I don't know whether it's the region, because if I get a Dunkin' drink here in Georgia, it tastes completely different from a Dunkin' drink in Massachusetts.
It's because
So
Dunkin' originated in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I wonder if, Zaxby's has, they just don't know that they put too much salt in it up in that area. I don't know, but it was like they
I
put the
think-
salt on it and they salted again.
I think what it was we got the Texas toast with a hot sauce on it, and the Texas toast was salty, and the chicken was salty, and the hot sauce was salty.
Yeah.
So it was like,
it was
Well-
very salty.
they should be able to tell there's too much salt in things. When people come in, they're nice and plump and juicy. They go out, they're dehydrated. I mean, isn't that like, oh,
Oh, is that all I need to do?
yeah, right. Look those chicken in. Yep.
So just eat more salt. Okay.
No, you end up looking like that guy from Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
The one with the head shrunken in.
We do eat a little different, though, as Canadians from Americans. I mean, even like your McDonald's have different foods that they never bring to Canada. Up there.
Yeah, well, they tend not to have the biscuits here, so.
Yeah, I know, Russ, that's a disappointment for you. We
I
still
would cry.
we haven't checked out this the Chick-fil-A that's in our
The
area,
Chick-fil-A is not open for breakfast.
but it's not open for breakfast. So
Oh,
yeah,
So,
Chick-fil-A made it to Canada?
yeah.
yeah, well, there's one in our area.
There's one right where we live. Now we haven't been there yet to try it. I mean, the only Chick-fil-A we were at was the one down in Georgia that we went to. Russ took us in there. I have to say one thing about that Chick-fil-A there. I love their milkshakes. They're really good.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did like that.
And their service is fast.
Yes, they're and extremely polite. I mean, if you try to leave a Chick-fil-A with a frown face, they will make you come back in until you
I'd be
frown.
surprised if they were that polite here.
Oh yeah, here you won't get that kind of service. Don't get that. Here, you want a milkshake? Yeah, there's about 20 people in front of you. Come back tomorrow. We'll have it ready. Yeah. That's the one thing about the American stores, like the stores, the restaurants, the service personnel are all very friendly, very polite and everything. In Canada, it's like, yeah. I mean, you'll
I
get
wouldn't say all.
I was gonna
not,
say,
not all. What you mean all the in the American places? I guess just where we were. I mean, that one guy, the young lad in the Walmart, I asked him where something was. If you'd asked in Canada, they go, yeah, it's either in aisle 4 or through to 13. I don't know.
that was a good Walmart, because Stephanie was looking for the mermaid powder, and that one guy just knew where it was and found.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen everywhere.
They
So
must not have the
with
people at
Canada
Walmart
not
there.
wanting to give assistance, we went up to Canada a couple years ago just for my brother-in-law's wedding. We go up there, and we live here, not there. And I was like, hey, what's the address so I can put it in my GPS? And she says, it's up the street, you can't miss it. I was like, okay, but what's the address?
She underestimates our ability to miss things.
You can't miss it. And then she says, just look for the balloons. You can't miss it. It's in such and such villa. And I was like, okay. So the next day we leave to go to, and they live on the Cabot Trail, so you go all around. And I was like, if we go somewhere, if we get too far, we missed it, like, give me something. So I got something. And they're like, well, if you get to the Cabot Trail entrance, you went too far.
Yep. Well, sometimes the
We
GPS
made it to the Cabot Trail entrance.
Yeah.
Never found the place.
Found
we went up and down that street 4 times. She says, just look for the balloons. Which to tell us was that we needed to look for the deflated white balloons tied to a white post.
Oh, okay.
So we finally find this place, and we pull into the parking lot right as the doors open and they walk out. She sees our cars and her hands go up like this, like, what the heck? And I told her, I said, I told you to give me an address.
Well, what are you going to say?
I was saying there's sometimes when we try to put an address in GPS and it won't take it.
Yeah, it won't take it.
Because the address is there, but the GPS doesn't have it in it. So,
well, she didn't even give me the name of the actual place.
Well, they probably figured if it's on the Cabot Trail, everybody knows everybody. It's all there. Big place. Yeah, it's just down the road yonder. Yeah.
Stephen Lewayne wants to know what the outcome was with the rude Wendy's employee.
Oh, we got about 5 coupons.
Five coupons for any size meal deal.
Oh.
Yeah. Squeaky wheel gets it. Oh, I've got another squeaky. See, my mission in life as a retired person is I never accept anything if they just try to brush me off. I fight. By the way, the Zoom thing, we are apparently on the Zoom. The time zones, it used to say for our time zone, it would said US/Toronto, Canada, and Eastern time zone, which is what we're in. Well, suddenly it's disappeared off their drop-down menu for that. And my thing was coming up Pacific, not
Central.
Pacific. Well, no, but originally that's how I discovered it. My thing said when I was trying to put in a thing, it said it was Pacific. I went, no. Went into my profile, and thought, well, why is this set like that? How did that happen? So I went in, pulled down the menu. Our time zone doesn't exist. We're considered Central Canada, Central time zone. We're not Central. We're Eastern. So I was back and forth with them going, but it used to be there. I think I figured out what the problem was. Because we went to daylight savings time, they did something to their system. So instead of being like 5 hours -5 GMT, right? We're now -4 GMT. But that shouldn't have made any difference in the way they label it. It's still coming up that we're Central, but we're -4 now. And that's the right time zone. I gave up. They didn't get it. I even sent them a Google screen save of the Google showing that where I live, Toronto, said Eastern time zone right on it. They still didn't get it. But anyways, but another one, I got a recall this morning for some USB blocks that I had bought in 2021, and Amazon sent me a link to Health Canada saying that these had been recalled. Actually said throw them away because they are a fire hazard. And I went into Amazon. Of course, they don't sell them anymore, probably because of that or whatever. And I thought, well, I know it's 2021, but I'm going to try to get my money back, even though it's 2021. I ordered some new ones. But in the meantime, there are ways to get to chat to somebody live online. And I went in and I said, okay, here was my order number. I know it's 2021. Just got a notice from you that these are recalled and everything. I'm wondering if I can get a refund. Person on the end says, if you can give me just 2 or 3 minutes, sir, I just need to check with my supervisors about that. And I'll be right back. She's right back. Yep, we've credited your account now for that amount and everything.
Oh.
So thanks very much. Yep. Squeaky wheel.
Yeah,
always
a lot of people don't
squeaky
think
wheel.
to do that. The same thing with Sirius XM. Like, I refuse to pay more than $5 a month for Sirius XM. And the plan that I was on was $5 a month, and they wanted to then charge me $23 a month, $24 a month. And I said no. And they like, I went on their chat and I was like, cancel me. And they're like, well, how about this? And how about this? And then they said, well, what are you paying now? And I was like, $5 a month, and I'm willing to keep that. And they come back with $4 a month. And I'm like, okay, I'll take that. I mean, I was settled with 5, but like, you want to give me 4?
Walter gets bugged by them all the time.
Yeah, I canceled mine, but I had a hell of a time canceling it. I had to go into threat mode to cancel.
Oh, it's difficult to cancel.
I had to go on Twitter and complain to get them to cancel it. So, but they'll try and string you along with the discounts all the time, and I didn't want it at all anymore. And then when I got my new car, they gave it to me for free for 30 days or whatever, and kept trying to get me to register with a credit card, which I wouldn't do. And they send me and call me all the time still if I want to get a subscription. I say nope, I don't want it.
Yeah, it's horrible, because that's how they end up getting their money. But it's also like, dude, it's ridiculous. I don't want to pay this much. And like, I'm in my car less than an hour a day now. Like, it's not worth.
I mean, it wasn't so bad when I was working and I was in my car every day, but now I'm not working. I don't drive my car all that much, and I just don't want to have to pay that.
But didn't you say that company has been sold to an Indian-based company?
No,
I thought you did.
that. No, I didn't say that.
Well, where did I hear that? I don't know. I thought you told me. Well,
No, I didn't.
must have been somebody that looked at you.
The other thing that they'll do is they can tell you that, just because it's not in your car, you can still listen to it on your smart speaker.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. Or we can say, I said, well, I got rid of that car. And then they said, oh, well, we can send you a new unit or something like that so you can listen to it. And I said, no, I don't listen to it at all. Go away.
Yeah.
Elsa says that to me, she says, you say women complain a lot. Where did you think I learned it? I had a mother. Yeah, really.
Well, I learned from the best.
I learned from the best.
Nice.
Cindy says this is the age in the retired window bit. Yeah, that helps too.
Yeah.
Old age has to have some privileges. Yes.
I'm looking forward to the time that I can become an old person and tell them to get off my lawn. I'm already that person. I need it to be acceptable to be that person.
You just get a cane.
You just get a cane, yeah.
You get a cane, and then if there's a lineup for the bathroom, you just butt in and go.
Or when that person in the express lineup that says 8 items or less, and they've got 12, and you go, excuse me, can't you count? It's 8. Well, I've got 3 green peppers. Those are individual items you cannot categorize. I'm sorry. That's when
I accidentally went through the 10 items or less line with 11 items, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad.
And you should.
I miscounted.
Yep.
I went into the express lane and started loading up my stuff, and then I looked up and saw that it was because they don't have one set lane. They'll just pick a lane and be like, okay, this one will be the express, and they'll just slap something on there. And I didn't see it, and I started loading everything up, and then I just happened to look up and I saw it. I was like, oh crap. So I loaded everything off, and the cashier was like, it's okay. I said, no, it's not.
Well, I'd like to be standing behind you, because then I wouldn't have to hit you with my cane, because you realize the error of your ways. Of course, I have to make a point though and say, can't count, can you, lady, or read? But
I did apologize that one time, and the lady at Publix was like, oh, it's fine. You weren't any worse than anybody. I'm like, no. I did a bad.
You know, what's the worst part though is you're in one of those moods one day when you're thinking you're going to pay it forward, and there's a lady or gentleman standing behind you and they've only got a couple of things and you've got more than they do. And you go, oh, why don't you just got a couple of things? Why don't you just go ahead of me? Yeah, they only have a couple of things, but then the credit card doesn't work, or they are, I know I have a nickel in my bottom of my
Or
purse
they
somewhere.
decide to buy lottery tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Like
they
3,000.
forgot to pull out their checkbook when they get even, like, they wait until the total comes up and they pull out the checkbook.
I always love the ones who they stand there, they're watching everything go through, right? And most places you bag your own stuff, you bring your own bag, you know, and they're not bagging any of it. And then they look at it and it comes up, and that'll be $27.95, please. And they suddenly have this look on their face like, I have to pay. And then they go rooting in their purse. And I'm sorry, but it is usually a woman. She's rooting in her purse, looking like, I know I have a nickel in here somewhere. And she pulls out an old cert with a screen stuck to it. Oh, that's what I just want to take a nickel out of my pocket. Here, it's on me. Get out of here.
Yeah, they're looking for their credit card. That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, God. Or the credit card's not working. Well, but you got the one the other day who kept sticking her card in backwards.
Oh, yeah, I got I was at a medical facility and I had to pay for parking. And they have these automated machines, and of course they don't accept cash, right? So she's throwing in her card and it's not accepting. Then she starts putting the card through the slider on the side, which never works. And I said, you have to put the card in the slot. So she's sticking the card in the wrong way around. Like, you know, you got to go chip inside first, right? So I said, yeah, turn it around. Oh, thank you. I would have never gotten it. And I said, yeah, and I would have never gotten out of here.
Yeah. And she was younger.
And she was younger.
We're not talking about
a lot younger than me. We're not talking like old fart.
Yeah. I don't know. That's why a cane is a good thing to have, because you just, you make it sound like an accident, but oops, the cane slipped. You hit my head. It was a big slip. Sorry. Why, did you feel that? Here, how about this?
Oh, wow.
So I have one more giveaway.
Oh, yay.
This is really fun. It's a 3-yard bundle. And because I can't let people be like, what am I going to do with 3 1-yard cuts? I'm also including a 3-yard quilt book.
Oh,
so
nice.
You have options. It's got a bunch of really cool patterns on here. And I might even put in a mark of what I might do with the 3-yard quilt for that. So let's see who Nightbot is going to say is the winner this time.
Ooh, here it comes.
And the winner is Charlene Lamb. Congratulations.
She doesn't want it. She says she's giving it to me. It already has remnants.
So, Charlene, are you still around? I hope. Let's see.
She was on there a second ago.
Yeah.
Charlene's there.
Yep, she's here.
So send me an email, Charlene. I just put the link in the chat. Congratulations. As she's now typing, she's like, oh, wait, I won. So, yeah, congratulations, everybody. I want to thank everybody here for joining me in this little bit of a celebration. It's been a lot of fun getting to know everybody in the YouTube world and, sharing the joys that I have with quilting with everybody. And there's the parties. Thank you, Stephen. So yeah, thank you, everybody. I am just ecstatic, and I am now looking forward to 1,500, 2,000, and maybe one day I will be popular enough like Steven and get 10,000.
You know what'll make you more popular? Bring the damn cake. I want cake.
I'll bring cake to the retreat.
Yeah.
No, maybe I'll bring the peanut butter bars this time.
Yeah, bring those instead. We tried the
Yeah,
peanut
I'll
butter.
do peanut butter bars this time.
You better.
So yeah, thank you everybody for joining me, and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your evening. I will be on bright and early tomorrow at 11 a.m. sewing up the last week of Fort Worth Fabric Studios Sunshine on Your Mind Table Runner. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I still got a couple pieces I got to get cut out, but it'll be great. Fran knows my love of table runners. I don't think I've seen the May table runner picture yet, Fran, but
So did I not send you the purple spring decor? I thought I did.
I don't remember.
After Mother's Day, Memorial Day will go up.
Okay. Okay.
And currently right now, Greta the Goose is dressed up as a nurse for International Nurses Week.
It is.
I have a porch goose.
And we do have a nurse in the family, so. So I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. We will talk at you later. Bye. And
Bye, everybody.
Congrats, Russ.
Thanks.